Welcome to Vintage Gaming Memories. Shall we play a game?
You can leave your hat on. You can leave your hat on.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. In this box is an item I purchased from Atari.com back in March of 2025. So 7 months ago. And that's often what happens with some of these things where I just haven't gotten to them because they're not really new to the market. So there's no urgency to show you guys what it is. But I don't want to forget about it. And what's kind of shocking about it is this box. It's pretty large. I wouldn't think it'd be this big to hold what's inside here, because I know what it is. But let me open it up and show you guys what's inside. Well, here it is. It's a red Atari box. Let's see if you have any clues here that can tell you what it is. Nothing on that side. How about that? AudioWare? Nothing there. Not much there. There it is. It's the Atari Pong 45th Anniversary Edition AudioWare Speakerhat. So I was thinking this box that it came in, the shipping box, was going to be smaller, and the hat just kind of curled up inside with a plastic bag or something, but it's nice to see that they actually have some nice presentation for this. It's in a solid box, and let's see what's inside. Okay, so we have this black box that's inside the sleeve of that red one, and it's sealed, both sides. All right, now we can open it up. Here it is. It's the Atari Pong Speakerhat. Let me tell you a little bit about what I know of this hat before we actually dive in here further. You can pretty much figure out from what was printed on the box that this is going to be a hat that has built-in speakers in it. Thus the name Speakerhat. And that's right, it's a hat with built-in speakers that you can connect via Bluetooth and play music through them, or even take a phone call. Now, when these first came out sometime around 2017, it was priced at $130. A few years later, in 2020, they were going for $100. And when I picked this one up earlier this year, it was for a mere $24.99. I know there's been mixed reviews online about this speaker hat, so I'm just going to go in with an open mind and see how I feel about it and let you guys know. So let's check this out closely. So here is the hat again. Adjustable strap in the back. The speakers right on the bill. And I'll get to more details of the hat once I get to the instructions, but I just want to show you how it looks from out of the box. There's the Fuji on one side, nothing on the other. Again, the year of when Pong came out. And that's the iconic Pong logo that's embroidered on the front. All right, what else do we get with this? Got a bag full of other stuff, and the box itself is just that cushion inside to keep that hat nice and secured, I guess. So we get the instructions here, a quick start guide, the product manual, license agreement and limited warranty, an Atari sticker, and then a USB cable for charging. All right, let's take a look at this quick start guide. It's like 3 steps or 3 key areas they want to direct you to, which is first the power on and off switch, which would be right here. Pairing it with your Bluetooth device would be in this area as well. And then charging it would be probably on the inside. And there it is. There's a little cover. And that's where you plug in your micro USB connection into. It also looks like a 2.5 millimeter port. Symbol here shows a headset, so we'll go with this being for an external headset. Let's check and see if this is even having any charge in it, because it's been sitting there for all these months. So I'll turn this on. I should have gotten a power on tone, and nothing. The light to the left should have lit up. I think it's time to charge it. So I'm going to get this plugged in, and I'll be right back. I've gone and cleared out some space on my workshop area, so now we can charge my hat. That's right, we're going to charge a hat. So on the left side, or where the button is at, underneath it, as I was showing earlier, is this little cover. You remove it to get to the micro USB port, and you plug in that cable that they provide you with. It goes in only one way, so be careful not to put it in the wrong way and force it in to cause damage. So it goes in there. Then I'm going to plug this into my power adapter, which I have handy. And check it out. It lights up red, solid red. So this means it's now charging, and we're going to let it sit here for however long it takes until that light goes out, because that would mean it's fully charged at that point. All right, the light has gone out, and it was about 25 minutes, so that's not too bad considering the battery was probably fully depleted. So let's go and remove this cable here, and we'll cover this up. So now we can power this on and see what happens. Once again, you press the button down for a few seconds, and it should do something. Excellent. That was the power on tone. And this fast blinking blue light means it's looking for a Bluetooth device to pair up with. And I have one device that we could definitely use. That's my Samsung S23 phone. So you go into the Bluetooth settings, and we'll just scan and see what we find. AudioWare, that's what we want. And it's trying to pair it. It's a good tone. That means it's now paired, and now you can see that the light has changed from a rapid blinking blue light to a very slow blinking blue, which indicates that it's now paired with something. So let's go and test some music. Let's see how that sounds. We're going to do some non-copyright music. Pretty cool. Now, there is no control on the hat for the volume. You do that through the device you're connected with. So I would just use my phone, raise the volume, or lower it. Now you can actually pause the music by pressing the button. And now the music is paused. Press it again to resume. So that's how that works. Now, I guess a good test would be to see how it handles a phone call. Because remember, it's now paired with my phone. So let's call my phone from another phone and see how it handles it. There's my Verizon phone ringing, and you can hear it from there. So we're going to answer this. And I've muted it so we don't have any feedback. But I have answered the call, and we're going to see if I can talk through the hat here, because the hat's got a microphone as well, which is between the speakers. And I could kind of feel it. I think it's right here, actually. You could see it a little bit. So we're going to go and put the other phone that called it on speaker. And it's muted. And the volume's up. We're going to hear if this works. Hello? Hello? So that's me talking through this mic coming onto the phone that made the call. And if we reversed it, let me mute this so we don't have any feedback. Okay, so this is now muted, and I'm going to talk through my phone and see if it comes out of the speakers. Hello. Well, I was kind of close, but you can hear it. Hello, hello. So now that makes you think and wonder, well, this is great. You can listen to music while you're wearing it, but if you took a phone call, where's the privacy in that? Well, that is what this other port is for. You would plug in a headset, and then you could have a private conversation, or at the very least, no one around you could hear the person you are talking to on the other end. And I do have a 2.5 millimeter headset to plug in. And we're going to plug this one in. So now, let's see if I can be heard through those speakers. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Hello. Can't hear a thing, can you? So that's great. That's some privacy, which is nice to know, because I wouldn't want to make a phone call to someone that has a hat on and everyone around that person can hear my conversation. Now, I guess it's a good test to do, since we heard the phone, we heard the music, but I wonder how far this Bluetooth connectivity with my phone can go. So we are still connected, because you can see it's flashing very slow. And I'm going to hang up the phone call here. Drop the call. And I believe the music should be playing. Right on cue. So let me lower the volume down a little bit. What I want to test now is to see how far I can actually go with my phone away from the hat. Let's see how far I can get before I lose connectivity. So I'm going to walk about 20 feet away and see if it still plays music. Alright, I'm about 20 feet away. I can hear the music still. So I said, if you didn't hear me, was that I was 20 feet away and I could still hear the music. Let's get a better test going. I'm going to go on the other side of the house or somewhere else and see if it still plays the music. I'll be right back. All right, I am back, and this is pretty amazing, because I went, let me lower the volume down a bit. I went on another level of the house, the second level. The workshop here is in the basement, and I went on the opposite side of the house as well, put the phone in a corner, came back down, and I still heard the music play. So that was well over 50 feet away on 2 different levels through walls and what have you. So the Bluetooth range is really good on this. Pretty impressed. What else can we do with this hat? Well, let's turn this off for a second. That is completely off now. And let's get some of this stuff out so we can really examine the inside of this hat. It says Atari on there. Future hat. Here's a tag that I probably should remove, but it does tell you that this garment requires special consideration when wearing and caring for. Obviously, it contains technological components that may become damaged if washed. So you definitely don't want to wear this in the pool. I'm sure rain is going to be fine, as long as it's not like soaked in water. I wouldn't take a chance with that. But yeah, it's pretty unique, pretty cool. Can you bend the bill? You probably could. I mean, again, the mic is right here. I don't know if I want to bend it too much, but it's not really on the side. It's kind of in the middle, so that's where the crease would kind of go. If you like your hat's bill a little bit of a curve. It's, you know, here's my review of this. I don't know, it's not too bad. There's not many buttons to be seen, which is nice. Just the one button. The little light will be flashing, but it's going to be flashing very slow. It actually got some weight to the hat as well, because of all the stuff in front with the speakers and the battery and all that. Well, the battery's actually on the side, but the speaker for sure has got some weight to it. And the adjustable strap is nice, so one size fits all. I don't know. It's pretty cool. $25, definitely well worth it. $100? I don't know. $130? Definitely not. So let me know what you guys think about this hat. I mean, this is, like I said, not an expensive hat for what I paid for it, but maybe you guys own one of these. Maybe you have a different one, because this isn't the only speaker hat that was ever made. There's other companies that made speaker hats, but Atari has made this one. The concept is pretty cool. Don't know how long this would last if you use it all the time. But yeah, I'm happy to get it for $25. Well, hope you enjoyed this video. This is the Atari Pong speaker hat made for the 45th anniversary of Pong. Until next time, keep that gaming passion from the past alive by living it today. Take care, everyone.